Hello, my name is Kelly, and today is December 1st, and do you know what that means? It means that it is officially the end of Nanowrimo. If you don't know what Nanowrimo is, it stands for National Novel Writing Month, and you write 50,000 words in 1 month. And it does seem kind of crazy and impossible, but I slayed 50K. I slayed 50K! Like, how does it get better than that? It doesn't. And it's my first year of participating in NaNoWriMo, and I am really proud with myself that I won. And it was so great, and I was like, I can't believe this. I don't really know what I want to share with you guys about my story. I titled it The Sun Descendant, but I don't think that is going to stay its title. And if you're wondering, oh Kelly, why did you spend the time to write 50,000 words in 1 month? Well, it's because I have a dream of mine, and it is to be an author, a published author. And I know that might seem pretty crazy because it is pretty crazy, and writing is really hard. I've always talked about it and like, yeah, writing a book would be so cool, like publishing it would be so cool and stuff, and like, I don't know, like people falling in love with my characters would be so cool, but I never actually took the time to sit down and start writing anything. But I do go to a couple of writing blogs, Writing Cafe and Write World. I'll link those two Tumblr blogs in the doodly-doo. So those blogs have helped me learn a little bit about writing, but like I said, I never really sat down and did it before. So NaNoWriMo totally kicked my butt, and some days I fell behind, and catching up is really hard. So yeah, so if you're going to do it next year, next time around, don't fall behind, because it is a pain to catch up. But during the last few days, I finished on Saturday, so a day early. Woo! I was writing almost 30,000 words per day those last 3 days because I just wanted to get done. Catty-tastic, she was doing sprints and she was making videos about NaNoWriMo, and I'll link her below too. And she just really helped me like stay encouraged, and because she does 10K Tuesday. I didn't get 10K because writing even 2,000 words was really hard for me some days, but some people actually did, and that's crazy, and good for you if you got to, because that's crazy. Maybe in the future, if people watch this and have questions for me about NaNoWriMo and any tips or whatever, I know it's only my first year, but maybe next year before it starts, I will make a video at the beginning and the end of the month for people, for those NaNoWriMo people. And it was really cool to tweet about it and hashtag it NaNoWriMo and have just random strangers like favorite your tweets and stuff because they were doing it too, and it was just really cool. One of the things that was really hard for me about NaNoWriMo is getting the words in. You have to write 1,667 words per day. Sometimes it was hard to get that because I found out about NaNoWriMo only 2 days before. So I have a bunch of stories in my mind, but like I said, I've never sat down to write anything out or even outline it. So I picked one of the stories and I just started writing. And it was really easy at first. That first week was so easy, and I was like, well, this isn't really that hard. I don't get why people freak out about it. But as the weeks went on, I was like, it's hard. I didn't outline. I was like writing in order at first, and then started skipping around, and then to add more words, I had to like squeeze it in and like between different scenes and stuff. So I had to skip all my fighting scenes because I did not know how to write those at all. Horrible. They're still horrible. So I was at 40,000 words, maybe 35, and I could not figure out anything else to write, and it's horrible. And I was like, I don't know what else to write. These words stopped flowing. And it was around the third week. I think this happened maybe in the middle of the third week. So I started writing the sequel to my first book because I knew there was going to be a second one. So I started writing about that, and then that sparked ideas for the first book. And so I had to go back and add things, and it was really hard being in school too because I obviously didn't have a whole 24 hours to get the words per day done. I only had until like 3:30 until like midnight, and you're like, wow, that might seem like a long time, 9 hours, you know? But I was only in the mood to write between like 6 and 7-ish, give or take an hour, and I can't write almost 2,000 words in an hour. I can't. My best sprint that I did was 700 words in 30 minutes, and I've only got that once. So, I don't know, I'm kind of a fast typer, but when I see the typo like on my screen, I'm like, oh, I gotta fix it. So then like I stop writing, and then the words stop flowing, and then I try to get back into it, and it really stop and go, and it's really annoying, and I really need to shut off that editor while doing Nanowrimo because it did get me stuck. And I wrote the first maybe 20,000 words in the right way, I guess, in the right format, like good dialogue, like quotation marks and commas and like capitalization, and then after that I was like, nope, I can't do this anymore. So when you go through my story, it's like really nice, and then like this huge blob of just words that I like tried to sprint, and then like really nice again. So yeah, it's gonna be nice editing that. Speaking of editing, December is the editing month because you write it and then you edit it, but I think I have to step away from my story for a couple weeks. I was writing it, and then I was like, yeah, this is really good, and I was like, I don't know where this is going anymore. I was just like throwing out words, and I really don't know where it is. I just have to take a break from it and catch up on my sleep, and then go back into it with like newer eyes and new thoughts about it. So it's really not on my mind anymore, and it is weird kind of how, even though it's only been like Sunday night, it's like, oh, I don't have to write today, you know? And it is weird. And I mean, I should write anyway because I'm going to be an author, but that was really it for my Nanowrimo experience. I'm so excited to get the winner's shirt. Once I saw that, that motivated me so much more because I was like, I need this shirt in my life. It's of this person, and they're like slaying a dragon. That's why it's slay 50k, because you slayed 50k. And it's so cool, and like dragons are my fave. So if you have any Nanowrimo advice or weird experiences or just comments in general, leave them in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And tell me if you're gonna do Nanowrimo next year, and tell me if you learned something new from this video, because that's how I found out about it. I watched someone's video and I was like, that seems like a cool deal. So yeah, I'd love to help other aspiring authors out there to do this. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. So, yes, you are happy for me too.